Hey friends, how you doing today? I'm putting together research for the second part of this video on the joint declaration on the doctrine of justification. Part one's up, go check it out. But as you know, I did a three-part series on the book of Jasher, which is currently considered Jewish historical narrative. And I put forward a new theory based on my research. That theory is that the book of Jasher, while authentic, is unorthodox because it was carried by a sect of Christians during the early centuries that were considered to be heretics. They were called the Judaizers, and we meet them during the Jerusalem Council in the book of Acts. Now, on this theory, I want to share something I found in letters exchanged between the Apostolic Father Irenaeus and the Bishop of Rome, Victor. In this letter, which is presented in the church history by Eusebius from about 320. He documents the exchange, and there are a couple interesting things on my theory about the Judaizers. Listen, talking about the Apostle John, who was both a witness and a teacher. He was both a witness and a teacher who reclined upon the bosom of the Lord, and being a priest wore the sacerdotal plate. Well, the sacerdotal plate came from the Levite priesthood. It is the justification today for the uniforms that Catholic priests, bishops, and archbishops wear, but there's nothing in there that says this is a Christian practice. This is a Jewish practice, and that's why he wears the sacerdotal plate. I think this because it goes on to say, he fittingly admonishes Victor, Irenaeus does, fittingly admonishes Victor that he should not cut off whole churches of God, which observe the tradition and ancient customs. What could ancient customs be in the year 193? The Levite priesthood, the Judaizers, the Christian Jews, who were a widespread set of beliefs until the fall of Rome. We lose track of them then. But they resurface in each time period, you see. Today we see elements of their teaching in the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. They might be interested in this particular story because Victor was one of the 11 African popes during the early years of the church. He was classified the 15th Bishop of Rome. And in another group called the Hebrew Roots movement. And in this movement you see going back to the Torah and beginning to observe laws, even though Paul tells us, hey, Christ came to fulfill the law, right? So he is the fulfillment of it. We don't need to practice it. Christ is our sacrifice, the gospel. Anyway, so I thought this might interest you. I am working on part 2 right now of the Doctrine of Justification video, which I hope to have out in about 3 days. But I thought this would be interesting. Go check out the Jasher video series, particularly part 3. If you don't want to sit through them all, just watch part 3. And I look forward to talking to you all soon. Thanks.